Good morning. It is Tuesday, June 13th at about 8 a.m. And I stayed at a really nice Airbnb last night with Curtis and Kaya. They were the hosts. And I had a basement all to myself. It was really nice. And I slept well. And now I'm ready to tackle Tuesday. Let's see. The trip meter. You know, as many times as I've done this, you'd think I'd, one, be ready, and two, know if I had to go up or down to find it. 6,520 miles. This morning, I'm driving down to Nebraska from here in Sioux Falls, which is just over an hour, maybe even an hour and a half. I don't remember. But got to drive down there, get a geocache, then I'm going to turn around and head back this way to come back up across Minnesota and into Wisconsin. Because I got to be in Wisconsin I have to be in Milwaukee, Wisconsin by Friday morning, because that's when I get on the ferry to cross Lake Michigan. I booked that last night. So anyway, I have 3 days, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Yeah, I have 3 days to get to Milwaukee, and it's like 500 miles, so I have plenty of time. So I'm just going to take my time and enjoy these next 3 days. I forgot to mention in this morning's recap that last night, after I talked to Amy, I decided to go downtown and check it out a little bit more. And as I parked my car at 7 o'clock, I was looking at the geocaches near me, and there was an event. And I thought, well, there's no way the event's actually happening on a Monday night. And guess what? The event was happening on a Monday night. It was a block from where I was parked. It was from 5:30 until 6:30. Like I said, it was 7 o'clock. But I thought, I bet some people have lingered. So I hurried down to the restaurant. It was a brewery, and there were a few people sitting outside chatting they had outdoor seating. And so I went over, and I'm like, are you guys geocachers? And they were all like, yes! And so there were 3 of them there. The couple who were hosting the event to celebrate having got caches in all 50 states, and then another cacher was sitting there. So I sat down and we all visited for about a half hour. It was really cool. It was fun to stumble upon an event like that. Here I am in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, and I get to meet some other geocachers. And I got to vlog the event. So that was pretty cool. And I grabbed 3 or 4 path tags and put them in my pocket as I hurried to the event. And since there were 3 of them there, I gave them all a path tag, and they really liked that. So anyway, I did take a little video while I was sitting there, so I have that to remember it. But I wanted to tell the story about it as well, so I don't forget it. So anyway, that's just what I wanted to mention. I'll see you later. Welcome to South Sioux City, Nebraska. You're looking at the Missouri River, and across the Missouri River is Sioux City, Iowa. So back out again. So I am parked in the parking lot of the YMCA, or YWCA, I don't know which one it was. I'm parked over there, and I just drove about an hour and 15 minutes to this spot so that I could reach, let's see, I'll pan out a little more, so that I could reach under this sign and pull this out of there. A geocache. I know it's a very strange container. This actually screws off, and there's a log in there that I'm going to write my name on, and I'm going to put it back, and then I'm going to leave Nebraska. This trip was all about getting a Nebraska geocache, which I will have done. So my time in Nebraska will be short and sweet. All right, with that Nebraska geocache under my belt, I am headed up State Highway 75 for the next 90 miles through Iowa. And so at some point, I will stop and get my Iowa geocache. And guess what? At that point, my entire Western USA grid on geocaching.com will be completed. So that will be exciting. I could stop and get a cache now, but I'm going to drive for a little bit and until I want to take a break or get gas or something. I've got half a tank of gas right now, 230 mile range, so I'm good for a while. And but yeah, so that's the plan right now, and it's just before 10 a.m. so we'll see where this day takes us from here. I changed my mind. It's like 10, not even 10:30, and I went ahead and stopped and got my Iowa geocache, so I had it out of the way. So this was it. This was hidden in this electrical box down in this bracket area right here. It was actually really difficult to get out, but I'm going to see if I can sign the log and then be on my way. It was time for a diversion. It is 11:30 in the morning, and I spotted this geocache a few miles back and decided this was where I was going to stop for a minute. This is Hawkeye Point, elevation 1,670 feet, and it is the highest elevation point in the state of Iowa. So if I stand on this point, I'm standing on the tallest point in Iowa. Yep, it looks like it's all downhill from here. So they have an observation deck of some sort over there. We'll go check it out in a minute. They've got benches, all these cool signs that show how far it is to different places. And it's in the elevations. They probably don't show up real well because the sun's on the wrong side of the thing. Let me go around here. Oh-de-doo-de-doo-de-doo. There, you can probably see those better, and I'll zoom in. Oh, it's to where all the highest points in each state are. Like, see, Britton Hill, Florida, 1,000 miles away, and its elevation is 345 feet. Huh. Well, that's pretty nifty. So I'm going to stop tape for a moment and come back when I have something else to show you. Well, wrapping up here at Hawkeye Point, I found the geocache, which was under that skirt on the flagpole, and they have this cool license plate display, which is, you know, I like it. Over here next to the grain bin, they've got an observation deck that a 4-H club built, but I feel like I can see enough of Iowa from this point. I don't need to go up another 20 feet, so I'm just going to stay down here. In fact, I'm going to head back to the car and move on down the road. So, signing off from the highest point in Iowa, 1,760 feet. Just stopped for gas here in Worthington, Minnesota. Paid $3.26 a gallon. Much more reasonable than what I've been paying on this trip. So, happy about that. Now, now that we're in Worthington, we're going to start heading east. Let's see where we go. Cruising along I-90 eastbound across Minnesota, and this is what it looks like. A lot of windmills. Saw a lot of those in the Dakotas as well, because it's so flat up here, same as northern Indiana. And panning to the windshield. That's the view. The road is a little reddish up here. It's different. But otherwise, not much to say. Just flat farmlands. Welcome to Blue Earth, Minnesota. This is the Welcome Center for Blue Earth and the Giant Museum. And if you study the image there for Blue Earth, Minnesota, you might know what giant we're here to see. As I pan around, we are here to see the 60-foot tall Jolly Green Giant. So here I am with the Jolly Green Giant. Well, his feet Hold on. Yep, that's the Jolly Green Giant. Hey look, it's the Jolly Green Giant's butt crack. Welcome to the Hayward, Minnesota rest area. I had to stop and take care of a little business. I'm going to go see if I can find a geocache here as well. And it's been a little bit since I stopped at the Jolly Green Giant. Excuse the hand blockage there. It's 2:15. By the way, it's about 82 degrees out, so it's really nice out. But while I was at the Jolly Green Giant, there was a Dairy Queen right there. And when you're on vacation, sometimes you have ice cream for lunch, and that's what I did. I had a peanut butter parfait, so that was really good. Let's go see if we can find this geocache. Well, I got down here to ground zero, and I did not find the geocache. It's just a 1.5 terrain, and it zeroes out right around here. I walked out here a little bit, but I don't want to get poison ivy or poison oak or any of those poisons. So I'm just staying away from walking through any of this green stuff. And we're just gonna not worry about it and find the next one. The hint on it, excuse me. The hint on this one was for the birds. And there it is. Now I see it. There's a birdhouse right back there. I might have to go sign the log now. Well, it's about 5 o'clock in the afternoon because it's 5 o'clock somewhere, and that somewhere is here. And I am coming to the end of Minnesota and about to enter Wisconsin. And that means we're about to cross the Mississippi River. I crossed it 3 weeks ago, I think. Yeah, almost 3 weeks ago. And now I'm coming back. And I don't know how many more miles it is until the river, but I wanted to go ahead and film this intro, and then we'll hopefully film as we cross the river. Alright, I knew we were getting close because there's river access road, and I see it around the bend up here. So to the side window, there's the sign, Mississippi River. Sorry that bridge is really annoying, but there's the river. Okay, that's enough of that. Just a little bit after 5 o'clock Central Time, and I've arrived at the Comfort Inn that I'm staying at tonight. It is in Lacrosse, Wisconsin, and I'm going to go in and check in. And here's my room for the evening. Startled me. That's a closet. That's the bathroom. Shower. 2 queen beds. This little bench thing with drawers in it, which is interesting. And then the TV console, mounted TV, refrigerator, microwave down there, and a couple drawers. The desk, the living room. Pretty basic hotel room. I like this close-up map of the area over here, though. I mean, it's just kind of vintage looking and cool. And I'm technically in the town of Onalaska, which is just outside of Lacrosse. I've been to dinner at Noodles and Company and was reading about geocaches and decided I had to come do this Travel Bug Hotel, which is at a golf course. It is placed here with permission. It was padlocked right here. The combination was in the description, but it's to keep muggles out. Then it's eye hooked here, and look at this when you open it. Very fancy geocache. Wow. I'm walking around downtown Lacrosse working on it at Adventure Lab, and the gnats are horrible. Oh, anytime I stand still, even sometimes when I'm walking, but especially if I stand still, then they just start swarming all around. Oh, it's miserable.